So my job today, I'm going in for an oxygen run, and then tonight at 9:30 p.m. I have to go to the hospital for this sleep study, night and day. Yesterday this road was completely free. It was cold. It was threatening to snow, but this is the real deal. I'm so glad I got up here yesterday before that darn storm had a chance to hit. It took me a year to get scheduled for this sleep study. What we're going to do is study whether I'm snoring so much that I'm cutting off my oxygen, and in cutting off my oxygen, maybe I'm doing damage to my heart, and then that would lead to part of the reason that I'm having such low blood oxygen levels. But getting this sleep study has been an impossible task. First of all, insurance didn't cover it, and then when insurance did cover it, we had to wait for the sleep study people to call us back, to call me back. I don't know why I say us. I no longer have my other half. Anyway, I don't want to go into that. They wanted me to call in, and then they would call me back to make an appointment. So I called into the sleep study people and heard nothing back. And then I called in again and heard nothing back. And after multiple phone calls, I realized that they weren't going to call me back. So I went to the doctor's office and I complained about not having the sleep study. And the doctor went into his office and called the sleep study people on the doctor line. And of course, they'll answer a doctor. They have doctor lines when they won't answer a patient. So he came back into the exam room and he said, I want you to call them on your line right now, and they will pick up because I just called them and they told me they would be watching for your call. So with the doctor in the exam room, I called the sleep study people. And they said, well, the reason we didn't call you back is because you have to come see our private doctor in order to get the sleep study done. The word of your other three doctors, I had three doctors that all wanted me to do this sleep study, wasn't enough. In order to get this through your insurance, you have to see our private doctor. At which point, when she said that, my doctor grabbed my phone out of my hand, and started yelling at these sleep study people, telling them that they're committing Medicare fraud. That you can't make somebody go see a private doctor in order to get an exam. If another doctor has referred them, that should be adequate. And of course, the way this scam works is this. The sleep study people contract with a private doctor, and the private doctor probably gives them some money back for every person that they send them. And while it's only probably $50 or $100 over a year, that with all the number of patients that end up there, that ends up being a lot of money. Now, I can't say that's what's going on with this specific sleep lab, but it was really strange that they wouldn't call me back. And it was really strange that after three doctors ordered sleep studies for me, that they were giving me such a hard time over the sleep study. Anyway, they scheduled the sleep study finally after a year. It took a year to get this done. And of course, I was watching the weather and noticed a huge storm coming into Colorado. And I decided I better get up there. Even if I have to boondock in the snow, I'm going to do it because I don't want to miss this sleep study. And of course, we had one of these winter storms come through, just horrific. And cars off the road and all of that. And I'm very glad if you watch my video from yesterday, or it may be posted a day late, my last video, you'll notice that I was talking about trying to race the storm to get into the mountains in time. And I did just beat that storm. It was one heck of a storm. Well, anyway, that's kind of my story on this sleep study. Just stay posted. I'll give you more information soon enough. So I'd like to tell you that van life is all fun, and we're all out in the desert, and it's just warm weather, and it's so beautiful. And the reality is life goes on, and all the things that happen in normal life happen in van life. You've got to go see the doctor, and you have to take care of your business affairs, and you have social things going on, you have family that pulls you, My family pulls me just as much now as they did before. Nothing's really changed. What's changed is that I'm trying to live my life differently. But all the things that were going on around me, all the insanity that was flying on around me is still going on. So we got the oxygen put into the car, and I'm good for travel for another week. Colorado is so beautiful. Even on an oxygen run, it's just a delight to be here. And I feel so sorry for those people who are sweltering in the desert Southwest with no spectacular views like this. None of them have views like this. Hello, everybody. Well, I haven't had a Christmas present since 2002 when my other half passed. So let's see what's underneath the tree. I'll bet you there's something there for me. Let's see. No, not any of those pretty packages. What about this one? Oh, just for me. Let's see what Santa brought today. What could be in that box? I can barely wait to find out. Don't you just love an early Christmas present? Even if you gave it to yourself. Obligatory cat toy. Let's see. Head strap. A shorty stick. Rechargeable battery. Ooh, that gives you an idea. Ooh, battery charger. And the big part. A GoPro. GoPro Hero 8. Wow. Well, we can use this for in our videos. Thank you, Santa. I am in paradise right now, guys. The Rocky Mountains are just so spectacular. I can't tell you how nice it is to... I lost my glasses. How nice it is to be in such a spectacular place. And I just feel terrible about those poor people in Arizona who are suffering under such sweltering heat. All you have to do is come up to Colorado and enjoy nice, cool, fresh air. Just a wonderful experience. Well, if you like what you're seeing, please press like. I'm trying to give you an honest viewpoint about how life is when life isn't perfect. And for me, life hasn't been perfect recently. I'm still going, nothing's stopping me. If you're facing challenges, don't let anything stop you. That's kind of my message. Life isn't always going to be easy, and sometimes we have challenges. I noticed that there's a differently abled group for the RTR, and I will really enjoy getting to know you guys. You're going to have problems in life, and all of us are going to have problems in life. And it isn't that we have problems or don't have problems. It's how do we handle those problems? How do we manage? Do we pine away? I could pine away about this all day long. I could bitch and moan. It hurts when it's jammed up your nose. It's uncomfortable. It's a pain in the tail to have to race out and get oxygen at times. You have to wear it 24/7 when you're in the mountains. I have a million reasons to tell you why my life is horrible right now, and why things aren't treating me right, and why things should be differently, and none of that's going to get me through this. And so I don't do that. I don't spend a lot of time pining about the way things could be. Instead, what I'm trying to do is think about the positive things around me. And what's around me right now is the spectacular nature in the Colorado mountains, in the heart of winter, in the heart of just freezing cold temperatures, and I'm thriving. And that's the news of this video. And tell me what your thoughts are. Your comments are so important. I feel like I have a whole new family out there of people who leave comments. Many of the same people leave the comments, and I always enjoy hearing from you. I answer almost every comment. I try to answer every comment, and so please leave your comments. And of course, if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe, and that's the only way that you'll know when I post the next video. And I'm going to try and post them more frequently. We'll just have to see. Travel is difficult to post videos and then find the internet, but I'm going to be as consistent as I can, and I appreciate all of you joining my journey. And also soon I hope to be going to the RTR, and I hope to see all of you out there. It should be a good experience this year. I may have another video about it coming up, but for right now, that's it. Well, guys, bless all of your hearts. I wish you the best. We'll see you soon. This is Tim Painter for The Van Life. Bye-bye.